how to properly discipline your dog or your Shiba Inu. I receive a lot of questions asking about training and discipline method for a Shiba Inu. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly when and how to use each different techniques to discipline your dog. If this is your first time here, welcome to our channel where we share Shiba Inu training tips and tricks and also funny day-to-day life with our dog Jimmy videos. Subscribe for weekly Shiba Inu videos. Now, who am I to tell you what to do? Well, I am a Shiba Inu owner who loves to learn and analyze dogs' behavior and trying to make sense of it. All tips in the videos are things we do with our dog Jimmy. Jimmy is almost 3 years old now, and he generally is a very good boy. However, we occasionally still need to reinforce the boundaries and the rules of the house. If you have a Shiba Inu, you know they will keep trying to push your limit and also testing the boundaries. As a Shiba Inu owner, be firm on the rules and do not make any exception. Once an exception is made, it's hard to bring your dog back to the norm again. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. Verbal cue. The first one is verbal cue, which is very straightforward. When your dog does something undesirable, you loudly and firmly tell him no. Pay attention to your tone here. Use a low-pitched tone instead of a high-pitched yelling. Women tend to do high-pitched yelling, and it could confuse a dog because high-pitched voice also means excitement. So when you spot your dog doing something bad, immediately loudly and firmly tell him no, or in a low, firm voice. While dog cannot understand human language, he certainly can pick up cues from your tone and your facial or body movement. If your facial expression is all tense and mad looking along with the verbal no cue, it should send your dog a clear signal that what he was doing was not desirable. This should reduce the chance of him doing the same thing again. Keep in mind, it is important to stop the behavior right before it starts or when it is happening. Only in this way your dog knows why he's being punished and will associate his bad behavior with your angry reaction, so to reduce the chance he does it again. Verbal cue with disengage. Now you know how verbal cue works. If you need to send a stronger message, you can use both verbal cue and in the same time disengage all current activity. One scenario would be you are playing with your dog and he accidentally bites you. Keep in mind that for a puppy, he uses his mouth to explore the world, so it is perfectly normal for him wanting to mouth on you. However, as a knowledgeable owner, you need to stop the biting behavior right when it starts so it doesn't become a habit in the long term. If your dog bites you, immediately tell him no, or in this scenario, you can also create a yelping sound like it hurts. Well, it might actually hurt, and immediately disengage in all activity you are in and turn your back on him. The disengage will send your dog a strong message that biting means game over, and over time, he should bite you less. The disengage method also works when your dog jumps on you. If you don't allow your dog to jump on you, whenever he jumps, do not respond to him. Instead, loudly tell him no and turn your back on him. Once he calms down, ask him to sit or lay down before you give him your attention. Timeout is the strongest method. not only you verbally tell him no, you disengage and also you take your dog to a confined dog-proof area, like a bathroom, laundry room, or maybe a closet for 1 to 2 minutes or until he calms down. Use timeout as the last resource when your dog is being really bad, and make sure you catch it at the scene so your dog knows why he's being punished. Dog memory uses what we call associative memory, which means they remember events based on associations. That is why I keep emphasizing the importance of catching the undesirable behavior on site. If you come home to a mess and then you punish your dog, he will not know why he's being punished. Instead, he might grow to be fearful of human. Your dog might whine during the timeout to try to get your attention. Do not respond to the whining during timeout, because if you react to it, next time your Shiba Inu knows whining can help him get out of it, and he will whine again. For the most part, dog's behavior is formed partly based on how you respond to his action. For example, when he jumps on you while you're eating, did you give him food as a reward? Or did you loudly scold him to be away while you eat? If you encourage a specific behavior, your dog likely will perform it more often in the future. If a specific behavior cannot get him what he wants and also make you mad, then likely your dog will slowly reduce the chance of that specific behavior again in the future. Keep in mind that all those techniques takes repetition and consistency in order to make it work. It is also important to have all family members be on the same page about house rules around the dog. Do you allow your dog to be on sofa? Do you allow him begging food while you eat? You might notice that your dog likely is going to the person who is most likely to respond to his begging food behavior. Let's say you always yell at your dog to go away while you eat, but your partner always responds to the dog's begging. Over time, the dog will continue to beg to the person who responds to his begging, but not you, because he associates begging with you will get him scolded. So obviously, he doesn't want to make you mad, so he avoids the behavior. Last but not least, never physically punish your dog. Getting physical with your dog will make your dog lose trust in you, especially if you're just getting started to know your new puppy and am still building the bond with him. A dog that had been abused by human might also become scared or aggressive toward human in the future. For a Shiba Inu, he is a smart breed. If you get physical with him, he's going to make your life a lot harder in the long term. As a resourceful owner, use all the things you just learned to train and teach your new best friend. If you like the video and want to see more content like this, remember to like and leave a comment below to let me know. To learn more about how to train a Shiba Inu, check out the video on the screen to learn more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.